part of our live career interview series. So last week we had Brittany with California Olive Ranch, and we're really happy to have you here today to discuss a little bit more about who you are, what you do, and a little bit about your background. So let's go ahead and get started. You can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Mickayla Pehl. I'm a senior credit analyst at CoBank, a member of the Farm Credit System.
Awesome. So can you tell us about what your role does and what that looks like within your company specifically?
Yeah, so CoBank is a member of the Farm Credit System, so we provide funding opportunities for farmers and ranchers, and specifically in the cooperative space for my job. So I look at the financials of these businesses and determine their risk and help them through the lending process. And so that's kind of my job role, and CoBank funds and helps out farmers and ranchers.
Awesome. Great. So what led you to this role? And maybe talk a little bit about your past roles that led to this point.
Okay. So I went to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and one of my professors kind of introduced me to farm credit. And from there, I've just been entertained and been really enthralled in agriculture because it does matter to me. So I started out at American Ag Credit doing about the same thing that I'm doing now, but it was direct with farmers and ranchers. And now I work more on the cooperative side of things, not so much the production lending. So now I get to see cooperatives such as like Blue Diamond.
Neat. So with you, you just became a senior credit analyst, correct?
That's right.
Yeah. So can you share some advice for somebody going into this field on how you kind of went from role to role and what advice you'd give to them to get to the point you're at now?
That's a great question. Credit and finance jobs, you really just have to get in and play around and just get experience because no two credits are alike. So that was something that really helped me, was just playing around and seeing these different accounts and they're different, because co-ops are a little different than your traditional farmer rancher account, right? So seeing that variance and seeing the different commodities and different cycles too, because as the 4 years have gone on, we've gone through different atmospheres in agriculture and the cyclical nature of it. So just having time and experience in there and having a team that's willing to step in and help you out and teach you was really pivotal. Yeah.
Awesome. Great. Well, thank you so much for sharing. So for our audience, if you have any questions for Mickayla, please drop those in our comments and then she can get back to you. Just for this series, if anybody watching has anyone that they'd like to see featured next or any other positions that you'd like to learn more about, please drop that in the comments as well. Otherwise, Mickayla, thank you so much for hopping on and sharing a little bit about what you do. We really appreciate hearing from you. Do you have any last comments that you'd like to share to our audience?
Always a pleasure to come on and share what I do because I wasn't exposed to farm credit until college. And if you are looking to get into the field, if you are in college and studying in agriculture, finance of any nature, we do offer internships. And if you are graduating with either an undergrad degree or a master's, we do also offer a credit advancement program wherein you can study for a year to 18 months within CoBank and then hopefully find a position within CoBank following that series. And if you're really interested, just reach out. Farm credit people are great. We're always willing to help you out, get you in, teach you. So yeah, just let us know how we can help you.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Maddie.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.